Breaking news, 191. Yeah, we back in. We got it crazy, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing? Another episode. I'm your man, V.I.
I'm your boy, Low.
Right too.
Yeah, man. I want to start off today by making a very special announcement.
Special announcement.
You people who are in charge of the those guys that are issuing the tickets and stuff.
Oh, really?
Can y'all please not give Vic another one?
Please.
This motherfucker takes it too personal.
You looked here early on. He got
Alright.
Breaking news.
That motherfucker takes this shit too personal.
I get a piece of paper that tell me I gotta pay a bill, and then tell me I'm gonna get fair hearing, and then tell me I'm gonna wait for the letter to tell me I got a fair hearing, and then I get a piece of paper that say this. Look careful, look at me. Failure to appear. It's a blank piece of paper. What's going on right now, Will? What's going on?
Yeah, he just when I get those kind of tickets, I talk all kinds of shit. I go crazy. I talk shit. I say what I ain't gonna do. But I end up paying them because I know I'm not gonna win. Know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and pay that shit. Get rid of it.
Right. He got an account with them. He got one in case he got your case. You catch me out there next time. Here you go.
But I don't think that shit should be fair because
it's not fair.
This is why I say that, right? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking like even with the tolls, right?
Tolls ain't fair.
So you cross the bridge, and then once you cross it, you find out that the shit is manless. Nobody's there. Right. Then you get some shit in the mail telling you to pay the shit. Right. And then if you don't pay it in a certain amount of time, it goes up. You know what I'm saying? Now to me that's not fair. Because not after the 56th time. I'm just saying, like, if you don't pay the shit, they'll send you a second letter, and then after that they're gonna raise the price, right? They're gonna raise the amount of the toll, right? No, they're not trying to get your attention. They want some more money. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's just like that's sort of like not cool because it's not an agreement that we agreed on.
Wait, can I go back to something? I want to go back to something because you're right. Wait. Finish that because you said it's not the agreement. What agreement did you agree on?
I said it's not a agreement. It's not a agreement. We didn't agree that if I went through here without, because I didn't know that there wasn't going to. For an example, the old Tappan Zee Bridge, the Mayor Cuomo, is this still the Cuomo Bridge? But that bridge, right? When you cross that bridge, there's no tolls over there. But when I remember when you used to cross the bridge, there was a toll booth there. Okay. Now there's no more toll booth there, right? So now when you cross the shit, you just get some shit in the mail telling you owe. Now, if you don't pay that amount that they say you owe, it goes up. Now, that part of it to me is not fair because this is not a loan. This is not something that we have agreed that if I didn't pay, that the price would go up.
Well, here goes the agreement. When you cross that toll or that bridge or that imaginary use piece of that,
is that constitutional?
Whatever you want to
the Constitution. It's the Constitutional.
The agreement is instead of right under that line, it's going to be cross the line.
It's not constitutional.
How you think it's money added to the mail?
Nah, man, that's government. That's government.
Hold on, let's go back to this subject. I want to go back to that. The paper I showed you. The speed cam, the whole thing. Let's revisit that, shall we?
Go ahead.
Come on now. Let's revisit this right now. So first of all, I got a letter in the mail notifying me that basically I was in violation or something.
I never even checked to see if I had something in my eyes or nothing.
Hold on. I mean, we can do all that. But then I got another letter saying that if I don't pay it, no, it was a $0 amount. And then next thing you know, I got another letter saying, well, it's $75. But if you want to appeal it, you better appeal it now.
The fuck they saying you did?
I don't know. I was speeding. I think I got my license.
Oh yeah, you sped through a work zone.
So I did not, but that's what they telling me. Anyway, I was going to that anyway. So basically, they sent me the letter. All right, $75, right? Then I called somebody. I said, I'm trying to log into your thing to appeal it. It won't work. Lady called me through it. She said, give me your PIN number. All I ain't know I had a PIN number. She said, don't worry. You'll get the letter in the mail. Appeal it. All right, bet. You get the thing. Next thing you know, I get another letter saying, yo, if you don't pay this $95 in the next 7 minutes, he's going to go up higher than that and it's going to risk you some further problems.
And then at that point, your lawyer hat came on and you started fighting that shit and you wasn't trying to hear none of that shit they were saying. Go ahead.
I paid it. I got nervous. Once I see it was $95, I got the receipt. I paid it. Bro, I paid it. It said $95. I paid it.
Okay.
So then I'm like, wait a minute. Why am I? I'm like, I thought I had a hearing. I thought I had all this stuff. Come in. Forget all that, bro. I paid it. So then, I'm like, why I get the letter saying failure to appear? How can I pay something and then get a letter to failure to appear to something?
Did you appear?
No, because I paid it.
But did the day come? Did the day come?
I never even knew I had a hearing coming because they hit me in the head with a letter saying pay the. Look, it started off with $0. And it went to $35, and then by $75, I was like,
we understand that part. I'm asking you,
right.
Did you ever get a letter in the mail saying you have a hearing on this date?
No, I had a phone call saying wait for a letter in the mail because I couldn't get you on the system.
Okay.
Right.
And then the next letter you got was you failed to appear?
No, the next letter I got was said if you don't pay this $95, we gonna hit you in the head with a higher fine and some other penalties.
But did it ever tell you that there was gonna have to be an appearance, an appear date? I don't know if you got to go there physically, if you can do it over the phone or online.
That was the option. That was either.
All right, but what I'm saying is, did you at any point before you got that, did they tell you had a date?
All right. So what? No, because this is what I'm trying to tell you. I didn't get it. What I was waiting for was a letter to come in the mail saying this is your appearance to appear on visual. Because I ain't got to go there. So you do the visual. I didn't get none of that, bro. I got a threatening letter that said from the $0 amount, we had $95. If you don't pay this, it's going to go up. So I'm like, yo, what happened to the hearing? I ain't got time to call away from the hit me back. It's going to go up to like 200.
So scared the fuck out of you, huh?
So I paid. Yeah, exactly. So I paid it. So then after I pay it, this was not funny. After I pay it,
you got scared.
After I pay it, why I get a letter saying failure to appear for a hearing?
You must not appear for the hearing.
What was it doing hearing if I paid?
I'm trying to tell you, man. I guarantee you there was a hearing.
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it.
You ain't hear it, right?
I didn't hear the hearing.
I guarantee you there was a hearing that you didn't go to.
Wait. Can I ask you a question? If you paid for something, I still gonna be a hearing.
Because you paying for it don't mean that there ain't no hearing. Like, did they ever say if you pay it, they don't even worry about a hearing?
They was gonna get my money back?
They ain't never gonna do that. But all right, I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about. Right, one time I got a ticket. Right, I said fuck it. They pulled me over for a bunch of dumb shit. There was nothing worked, but I didn't have an inspection. I didn't have an inspection sticker at all. Not even did I have an old one. I just didn't have one. Right. So these dumb motherfuckers should have been like, that's why we pulled them over. But instead, they said they pulled me over for some other shit. Right. What it was I was riding around with the top down. I had just probably came from the I wasn't just coming from the gym, but I was on my way back I was looking at a tow truck I was thinking about buying. So they pulled me over and they give me like 3 or 4 tickets or whatever, right? So when I went to the basically he was just telling me just plead guilty to the inspection sticker one. Then he said, go get an inspection sticker. By the time we go to court, we throw all of this shit out. So I almost lost where I was going at it. All right, so when I went back when I figured, fuck it, if we're gonna just do that, I'll just plead guilty to the inspection sticker and just pay it. So I did that, thinking that because I did that, the court date was just gone. But it wasn't. I still had to go back because the police officer told me to do this shit not the court.
Within 10 days. Right.
Not the court.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I still had, no matter, even though I paid it, I still had to
go to court.
I still had to go to court.
Close it out. All right. I think I mean,
I know it sounds like a retarded person talking when I was just talking, but I'm gonna tell you something. I got this fucking shit I call what I say I call that shit? Unicorn dust. It's fucking herb, it's weed, nothing else but weed, but the shit is the best weed. It's called unicorn dust.
Dust, bruh. We had the 80s.
I'll change it. How about unicorn flowers?
I'm gonna change it. You get to change the name.
I made up the name.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, ladies. What's up?
All right, so let me ask you this, All right, you're a man of a certain age.
Man of a certain age.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I'll put it to you like this, right? You're happy right now in your life. Let's say that, right? Let's just say that. Do you think, because this is how it seems like it comes across to me. To me, it seems like people expect me to date in my age. When I say that, I mean, like, it seems like I'm a man of a certain age. Really, I'm 49. I'll be 50 in a week. To be honest with you, I'll be 50 in a week, right? So people treat me like they think I'm supposed to date in within a certain age, within my, at least like within the 40 range, right? Now, I'm not really finding 40-year-old women. Um, I'm not gonna say I don't find them attractive because I find them gorgeous. There's some gorgeous ones, so I'm not gonna say nothing like that. It's just that it seems like these women are like a lot of them have gone through a lot of shit with them with a man when he was a lot younger, and they think because they were able to take care of themselves that they overcame, and they don't understand that was really just something that you were supposed to be prepared to do anyway in life. You should have always been prepared to be able to take care of yourself. So whenever I do date one of these older women, or when I was like, not older, that's just like I said, women that's in that 40 group, right?
You say older.
Yeah, because to me, they're kind of a little too old for me. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. The 40-year-old woman is a little too old for me, man. That bitch been through too much. Can't tell her shit. And that be the problem with me with them is you can't tell her shit. Because I raised my kids. I did it already, bitch. You didn't. That don't mean you did it right. You know what I'm saying? Just because you did it, don't mean you did it right. You got a kid that's in jail and shit. You probably didn't do so good. Your daughter's selling pussy on fucking, what's the name of that shit girls sell pussy on? Huh?
Maybe.
We just made that.
You gotta change the circle, man. Went to a square. Circle puts the square. You know what I'm saying?
Stop fucking with them kind of women.
Yes. He with the fans on.
Nah, but I've met some women with good jobs and I met this one woman. She was like 53, but she was really attractive, right? And she was really attractive, and she was Spanish. And I've always never really been that crazy. I've always thought Spanish girls were pretty, but just never really had a real strong connection to them. And I've always just been connected to dark women. You know what I'm saying? So but this chick was she was Spanish, and she was 53, and she did like office work where like medical billing and all of that shit. But she's been doing that since she was like 18. You know what I'm saying? So she's like right on the edge of retirement. She's ready to retire and all of that stuff. And you would think that like, because her life seems so together, that her home life must be somewhat together. But it was totally not that. I had to think, because I was thinking to myself, how do I say this shit without putting on blast? Because I don't want to put people on blast like that.
Too late.
But I do sometimes, but not like that, right? So, but this is what I will say, right? Her oldest daughter had like 2 kids. Her oldest daughter was like 19. Her youngest daughter was like 15, pregnant. Her son was in jail, right? I mean, like this is too much going wrong. You know what I mean? But this is also a woman raising kids by herself.
Hey, like, all right, so how do I address that? Shout out to mom. You know what I'm saying? She's doing it. She's holding it down. Single mom. She's doing it.
She's doing her best. She's doing her best. And from the outward looking in, you would never respect that. The only way you would see that is if you started going inside.
Yeah, well, I was going to say there's a lot of. So I want to backtrack because there's a lot of things you said I want to unravel. One, dating in your age, above your age, and under your age. Real quick. When you date someone underage, I guess it's really.
Hold up. When you say underage, what do you mean?
Not underage. I mean under your age.
Yeah, I want to clarify. Because anything under 21 is really too young. Anything under like 25 is too young, but it's fun. You understand what I'm saying? So no, but this is the thing. You as the older person have to be responsible.
What's responsible about it?
Like protection.
Protection?
Yeah.
What you gonna do? Tell your name is hood?
No, like make sure you wearing condoms.
Oh, that.
Make sure, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's different. Yeah. It's different. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I thought protection was don't tell you.
Look, what I'm about to say is gonna sound fucked up. Please, women, don't get mad at me. But I don't know if it's just me or is it just a thing. But and this is something I guess the world we really all need to look into. But and what I'm about to say is gonna sound fucked up. So women, please don't get mad at me, right?
Crazy. Let's go.
But almost, I would say at least 70% of the women that I've met have either had a partial or full hysterectomy. Like I'm talking about women in their 30s.
Okay.
That's not good.
Well,
that's horrible.
There's a couple of things.
That's horrible.
Wait. What's the point? I'm gonna try to figure the point.
The point is
there's something in the water.
No, yeah, but the thing is, when you fucking around with them older women, you can kind of like take the condom off or let if the shit bust, the condom break. You know you live. You know what I'm saying? But and those older women be less. I don't know how true this is, but I feel like it's true because it seems like they be a lot cleaner. But it seems like they're not likely to have like VDs and shit like that, right? Now them young bitches, you got to watch them little nasty ass motherfuckers, man, because like the ones that be like 25 and under, them bitches have done everything, like everything. There's nothing you can think of as a 50-year-old dude that this little whore has tried. I'm telling you something, brother. Them little bitches been doing. They try to do everything.
So basically, hey, follow me. Older women had to have been young at some time.
But they wasn't that hoish.
You don't know that. You weren't with them.
I'm gonna tell you how I know this.
You were dating the younger ones.
I'm gonna tell you how I know this. I got a friend named, I can't say his name, but he's an older dude, right? He's, put it to you like this. Here's the hint. He's the guy that really taught me how to fish. All right. So if you ever hear me talking about it, just start putting it together, precept upon precept. I'm nice like that. So he was, one day I was talking to him and he was telling me like, man, you had to damn near dated, you had to be talking to a girl damn near 6-7 months before she let you feel her thigh. So I said, feel her thigh. So in my mind, I'm like, wow, I wouldn't have never been running around like I just want to feel her thigh. That wouldn't have never been enough for me, right? So look how far things have come from how far women allowed men to, you know what I'm saying? It was, this nigga was red. He was one of what they call a red nigga. You know what I'm saying? He went to the military. He told me the first time he ever had a white girl was in Europe, and when he was in the military. So what I'm saying is, to see how far the virtue of women changed, you had to be hollering at a girl for like 6 months to be able to rub up her thigh. To rub up her thigh. Think, when's the last time a bitch made you wait that long to touch her thigh? When's the last time a woman made you wait that long to get some head or to smash?
I get what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? I asked that nigga, I said, so how did y'all get blowjob? That nigga said, didn't nobody do that back then. There wasn't no such thing as a blowjob back then. You know it had to exist. There was no way in the 80s one day was like, if you suck a dick, it felt good. That can't be how the shit started. You know what I'm saying? So this nigga's, he's like, you know, like 13 to 18 years was like in the 60s going into the 70s. And back then, girls wasn't doing that. They weren't doing it.
That's not true. That's just why I can't follow you. I can't. And don't please.
Hold up. So you're telling me?
Don't say prove it.
I'm not gonna say prove because we can't. But what I'm gonna ask you is, so you're telling me that you believe that in the 50s and the 60s,
what? It was guzzly. It was a lot of glizzies.
You saying sucking dick?
Guzzies going.
I don't believe that. I believe women had a lot more virtue. They did not do that. I believe that the porn industry that really came in large in the 70s when they had porn fucking movie theaters everywhere, I think that behavior being sold only in, I gotta say, the poor fucking communities, and who always happens to be marginalized in those little poor communities, blacks, And here come I'm not even gonna separate the Hispanics because they was there too. But sometimes I feel like they try to steal our struggle. But I'm not gonna say that.
People, only the black or people and Hispanics was doing oral sex.
No, they wasn't doing. No, this is what I'm saying. I'm saying that the porn industry, that was. Do you remember back in the days there used to be actual porno theaters?
Right.
All right. Did you ever notice that them shits was only in the black neighborhoods? Name a white neighborhood you remember being in that they had those kind of things in.
A few cities and states, but 42nd Street was not a black neighborhood. Times Square was not a black neighborhood.
The shit, Times Square used to be the whole store. It wasn't a white one.
Yes, it was.
They owned it, but they didn't dwell there, especially at night.
Times Square.
Well, we're saying Times Square. And I'm not thinking. I don't mean Times Square.
I mean now.
I remember. Do you don't remember when they used to have the pimps and the hoes walking with the carriages with the bitches going down 42nd Street?
Okay, and then they moved them over to the side of the water.
All right, but so what I'm saying is, but that shit was not to the white. Well, you say you seen it in Times Square. What I'm saying is, I grew up in the area where it was like a suburb, and where I lived there, you had a side where all the blacks lived, and then you had a side where all the white lived. Right? Growing up, there were no liquor stores really ever. I didn't really see any liquor stores in the white areas. I never saw, like when I say white area, I'm talking like Monkeys where the Jews was at, or if you go to like Chestnut Ridge, where people that owned their houses lived at. Even going back past Springbrook wasn't that bad. It was only in the nucleus of the area where I grew up with. That's where the porn theater was at, the liquor stores was at. You know what I'm saying? Or if you wanted drugs, that's where you went. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they tried, if you think about the structure of the environment.
Hold on, we're gonna go off subject. What I'm getting at is, before those things were in our communities, I never heard, then again, you gotta remember I was a kid. But I never heard of girls sucking dick like that.
But that's what I'm saying. How could you? This is an episode. You want me
to? Because they didn't hide shit from us. But when I was a kid, parents didn't hide nothing.
I love this.
Go ahead.
I love this show. I love this particular episode. I love technology. Take a look at the screen.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
he goes, look. We looked at the footage and he goes, as you can see, I was trying. I never said I succeeded.
Yeah, I was running around trying to get somebody to do that.
Like,
Bitches wasn't doing that back then. You had to bend and break a girl's neck to give you some, man. You be
at that age, yes. But what I'm saying is, listen.
Now it ain't like that. That's what I'm saying.
I believe that what you're saying is that now it's just more open, more accepted, more natural, more open.
It's too common.
Yeah, but guess what?
Listen, think about this, right? I'm not even. All right, let's.
Wait, because I grew up in two sides. When you said about the prostitution side, the only time I seen prostitution, my first time seeing prostitution, was on the west side, downtown, or Richmond.
In the west side?
West side highway, water, wherever.
Downtown?
Way downtown. Like, that's the whole time.
The first time I ever saw that shit is like when they had peep shows and shit.
I was down there by the Roxy. You might know the Roxy? Down there by that area. All down there, Club, Studio 57, all that. It was really all that. The first time I seen that.
When they had the peep shows, you used to see that shit. And
my thing is, look, it existed, bro. It existed. It's just that you had to be in those circles where it was every day. Because trust me, it was every day.
But you were saying, you were saying like in the 50s and the 60s. Right now, yes, you was, because I said, remember that's what we was talking about, the 50s and 60s with my man that taught me how to fish. That he was saying back then, you had to wait 6 months to fill a thigh. Okay. Now, my whole thing was, once the motherfuckers started bringing that porno filth shit into our community, that's when all of a sudden our communities became that.
Let me ask you. The word, the term, the phrase, side piece, side chick, and all that stuff started getting accepted. You know, a lot of things in society started changing. You can bring home your side. Imagine the guy who brought his side piece home to he's like, hey, babe, you gotta do that shit. Hey, babe, who's this? Well, you know, there's this new thing going on for side chicks. And the next thing you know, out comes the bathroom, her side piece. How they gonna get along? How they gonna work?
Yeah, that's a whole other side. Because now things have changed.
And what I'm saying is that's become so accepted and so
look. Then you think about it, you're right. That's become so accepted that you got men just you got niggas that ain't even gay. Ain't gay. You know what I'm saying?
Like, yo, we gonna split the bills?
Yeah. Yo, it's cheaper.
Convenience store?
It's cheaper.
about this.
Know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this.
So you got to figure out how we're turning right now, like the way things is going. Like, is that really the direction people want to go? Are you willing to accept a side person in your house for the convenience of paying your bills or keeping your house, clean?
See, all of this shit is gonna come down to like moral versus comfort. It's all gonna come down to like the morality versus comfort. Are we gonna always just choose comfort, or are we gonna ever be like, man, this is wrong?
Well, you think about it. They keep fine tuning morality. They keep fine tuning morals.
We can't let them. That's the thing. We can't let that happen. But we will, because you know why? I'm gonna tell you why. Right? I don't have to. I guess I don't know how. I don't have to have faith in certain groups of people if I don't want to. It's not that even if I don't want to. It's just that these motherfuckers just keep showing me that they're dumb. So you look at it right like this, right? We know what's wrong. Like we as people, when something wrong happens, we instinctively know within us. We know when something is right and when something is wrong, right? And when we look at our histories, now I'm talking about people that look like us. When we look at our history and we see that in our history that we've been treated a certain kind of way. And then we really look deeper to our history and we find out what we were, who we were. And then we find out once a certain group of people came in contact with us and we started to mingle with them, our lives have become a certain kind of way from different emperors that's come around and conquered us. But the last motherfucker that came, he was the beast. You know what I'm saying? Like, Greek was bad, Rome was worse, but Rome never stopped. Let's just say it like that, right? And we know historically who did what to us historically. We've seen from every stage, from the when the Hebrew Israelites was taken over back in Africa, when they was ran out of their land and all of that shit, then they conquered, put to other places, and then sent up to be slaves. And we've seen all of that, Jim Crow, all of that, right? And we see the history of what this beast and this monster has done to us historically, even to the point to where right in our faces, the same shit that we were locked away and taken away from our families for years, some people for life, right? The same, when their people did it, they just said it doesn't make sense to send them to jail. It's just a problem, and get them some help. We watched this shit happen, yet we don't believe it. We see it. We lived it. It's our history here, right? And for some reason, we don't believe that they did it. We don't believe that they'll lie to us. We believe that they love us now. We see what they do to us. We see the shit that they put in our food. We see the shit that they do to our communities. Everybody in the whole world could come here and do better than us here. We know this. We've seen who did it. We know who did it. But he's the only person we'll listen to. The same motherfucker that did this to us, that has never stopped. Y'all believe this shit? We free? Fuck freedom. Fuck that. That shit, when I say fuck freedom, I mean fuck what their version of freedom was, because we should have never been bound like that. You understand what I'm saying? We fucking fighting to be where they are, where we would probably, look at what, all right. You see, we take nothing and make the best out of it and it become a world trend. Imagine if we had something. We would outdo what they've ever done. Because we took nothing and changed the world. These motherfuckers got everything and they look to us for us to change the world. If we had everything, imagine how far we would be. My whole point is, we're never going to come out of this state of mind. Because they're never going to give it up. And we're never going to fight for it. In a nutshell.
Wait, what?
I don't know. I was high.
Yeah, in the end,
it's never going to change. Listen, I was hitting that weed, right? And I just felt something hit me, like, say this shit. So I said it.
What? I sat there with it. I was like, yeah.
But I was saying some shit.
We'll be right back after this message. Okay.
Always.
Yo,
Never shining moment, never bright moment, never a dull moment.
we got it crazy. We got it crazy. Y'all got to come join the fun. So far, we've been having great guests, great personalities, and I've been getting a lot of people that's been saying that they want to come and voice their opinion, shout somebody out, talk shit about women. But that's what we do over here.
No, we don't. Oh, wait. No, we don't. Yo, also on another note, for those bookings, yo, if you haven't showed your episode yet, we haven't aired it yet, stay tuned, we'll get to it. We had a little delay game going on, but yo, please enjoy the new channel, you know what I'm saying? WGC PC.
We got it crazy podcast.
Tommy. You wanna holler?
We out.